Welcome, children. This is our analysis Welcome, children. Let's get started for the upcoming match with Yordan Tsonev. As you can see, he's a tall, good-looking fella. Holy smokes. Long and lean. Got those great big old arms. 12 o'clock video is him versus Prudnik, and that's Monster Prudnik. That's big, good form Prudnik. Look at the size of Prudnik's arm versus him. And boy, he battled Prudnik for a while. Prudnik, that was close, whether they gave Prudnik that match, that elbow foul. I'm not complaining about it, but what we see from the Prudnik match, I don't know if you can see the cursor up here at 12 o'clock, is Tsonev hits first, Prudnik stops him, drags him down, and what you will see is Tsonev gets on that bicep, curls up, and I would coach people, that's a bad position to be in. What's scary about Tsonev is he gets in that bad position, holds it for a long time, and comes back from there. So I'm not thinking I'm as good as Prudnik now, so knowing that Tsonev loves to get down on that bicep, put that force through his elbow, using his elbow as a fulcrum, and he lives there, we're going to try to be higher on the hands. Let's see what else we learn. Upper right match, guy from Turkey. I know how this goes. Boom. Although that guy from Turkey looks like he pulled, we're looking at this matchup here. That's a Georgian guy. Looks like the Turkey guy pulled him like Prudnik did, just kind of drug him down. He might have just flat out powered him. Let's see what happens there. Tsonev gets the hit. Okay, here it is. Here's the match. 1 o'clock. They fight, they fight, they fight. Guy on the left is from Turkey. Turkey guy, cups, hits, bam. Wow. I want to do that. I can't do that. I'm not that fast. But that's kind of what Prudnik tried to do to him. So maybe Jonah's not real quick off the start compared to those. Let's see. Let's watch the 1 o'clock video again. This is the Worlds. Boy, he cups that in. I don't think I've seen Tsonev do anything but cup inside, cup inside, cup side. Here we go. This guy lays down for him. Ha! Do you think you'd do that for me? No, I don't think so. Cup inside. Here we go. Tricky guy. Oh, stops him. Gets on that bicep, fights it. Belgian guy, or Georgian guy, Turkey guy again. Turkey guy looks like he grabs him kind of low, too. Okay, that's Georgia. Here comes Turkey guy. All right, Turkey guy, knuckles high, knuckles high, knuckles high. He doesn't grab him low. He's capping. Turkey guy's high, capping strong. Pulls through that shit. Wow, just fast. All right, let's watch this match at 7 o'clock down here in the lower left. Tsonev versus Pasika. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay. We got a hit, a stop, then they go back and forth. And this is the thing that's dangerous. I bet a lot of people get Tsonev to the winning side, think they've got the match, because Tsonev gets on that bicep. He all twists up. That reminds me of when Devin was hooking. Devin would get all twisted up, all python-like. And you got to think you can beat the guy from there. I mean, you're in good position, but I can't imagine what pressure the guy in the yellow's feeling. But holy smokes, that guy's got some endurance. So We know he jumps down low on his bicep almost every single time. We know he's got endurance. So let's not try to make these long grinding matches, because I bet you everybody, when they get in these long matches, feels like they've got something. What's going on here in the upper left? Ah, those masks make arm wrestling look foolish. Stop. Gets on his bicep. Watch this, watch this. He's on his bicep. The guy fights. Elbow fouled him out. I bet you that. I bet you feel so comfortable with him down low like that. Oh, then he just drags you over. Whenever we watch these videos, I'm going to put myself in the position of Tsonev's opponent. So, we like, oh, Angabayev. Good top roll. Tsonev cupped him. Gets on that bicep. Angabayev's in good shape here. But I bet you he just, man, what is Angabayev feeling that he can't finish this match? Look at that. Tsonev looks like he's just resting. Kind of pressing him. And that arm's so long, I bet you can't hardly top roll or drag him. I bet you Tsonev's arm is so long, you run out of pad. Like if I'm pulling tall people like Mask or Devin Lorette, you run out of table with the, with my short, very attractive crocodile arms. All right, Angabayev again. Tsonev, boom, way outside, and just cups up and drags him down. That's gotta break your heart. Okay, don't do that. All right, he flashes that dude. See what he does with Lithuania. I think Lithuania gets flashed. Oh. I tell you what, I don't think I spent enough time on parallel table work for this guy. Also, I'm going to come back and watch Turkey Guy. And there's Krasi. Krasi hit a brick wall. That's scary. That's scary when Krasi bounced off him like that. Because I'm familiar with Krasi. Here's Sasha just getting taken to school. Here we are back in COVID days. COVID days. Trying to get top rolled, elbow. Yeah. You try to back pressure that guy. His arms are so long you run out of pad. Look at that. That's what happens. So it'd be like trying to top roll. That'd be like me trying to top roll Derek Smith or something. So I don't think going back. I wasn't going to go backwards anyways. All right. So don't want to get. Okay, there's Turkey Guy. Wow, he's just. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, let's watch Turkey Guy again. Well, we'll wait till Turkey Guy comes back. Turkey Guy and this guy here at 6 o'clock. What I am seeing is there's Prudnik. Prudnik's kind of belly up to the table. The guys who do the best with him when Tsonev gets on that elbow, when he's on that bicep, are the people who push through their foot and shoulders as opposed to trying to drag him back. I think you almost need to float the elbow, keep his hand high, and try and drag both of you, try to elbow foul both of you. Because this guy down here at 6 o'clock is in deep and tight. And look at that. Tsonev's just chopping him down like a tree. And this guy's arms are like, this guy's forearm is bigger than Tsonev's upper arm. I got to tell you, though, I'm kind of looking forward to this because it's not too often you get into a match with somebody that's close to your power where you just get to bite your tongue and just fight, and just go. But I'm a little scared about doing that in a foreign country when I'm over there, when I'm traveling all by myself. It's like, oh, who's going to listen to me cry? So we're just going to have to win this match. Okay, let's watch the 6 o'clock match again. That guy actually on the left actually kind of looks like me. This guy probably is about my size. They fight. And I have no idea what happened. Oh, how'd he win that? Huh. Don't know what happened there. That's kind of interesting. Now I gotta wait for it to play back again. Okay, so when we first set up, our options are backwards, downward, sideways. What do we do? A, B, or C? Haha, you know me well enough. The answer is always side pressure. Okay, 6 o'clock match. Look at that. The guy's in tight. Tsonev's deep on that arm. That elbow's dug into it. And, man, I would coach people not to get in that type of position. Look at that. He's just digging that stuff back. He has got to be just freaking strong. And Tsonev's fingers are high enough. This guy can't even climb on that. He's so cupped over. Look at that. He just twists in and I'm thinking at this point what I would do is grab that match just like it is, because this guy on the right still has 2 or 3 inches of elbow pad left. Get the match just like that. Slide all the way over to the edge of the elbow. Drag both of you over. He's going to have a harder time. Tsonev will have a harder time doing that if he doesn't have any room on the on his elbow pad to go sideways. Let's watch this guy again. This guy looks most like me. This is probably a preview of my match. Except I don't get all tied up like that when I get sideways. I'm still kind of out more. So that, but this looks like a stronger position to be in than what I do. But for Tsonev not to get tired, he's got to have some kind of crazy isometric or some kind of geometry in there that he can fight through that. I can't. That is one curvy blonde ref. Wow. And those vertical stripes aren't hiding. Alright, we're watching this again. This is me. This is Tsonev. Let's see, what do I do? Got my knuckles high. I'm ready to go in. We're both going inside because if Angabayev ain't top rolling him, I'm not. And if Prudnik didn't top roll him, I'm not top rolling him. Prudnik probably knew. Wow. I wonder if this guy could slide backward. I mean, I think you almost want to be to the back and all the way over on your. I mean, I know he's got that long arm, but. Well, the fact is once you stop here, you'll be able to look up and take advice from the audience because it looks like all these matches are 20 or 30 seconds long. Yes. What a hard way to spend a day. Watching Prudnik go to. That's Prudnik cooks like I do. He just does it better than I do. Let's watch Prudnik again versus Turkey guy. Prudnik hooks kind of open, kind of side, kind of driving through the shoulder. All right. Let's see. What else is there to learn? Doesn't look like we get rest. I wonder if he's loading. I'm going to watch him versus Turkey guy. We're going to concentrate on Turkey guy match because he pulls Turkey guy, then he pulls him in the finals. So he knows Turkey guy's strong. Now we got to wait for Armwrestling World to catch up. The links and credits for all these videos that I sampled will be earlier in the comments and stuff. So while we're waiting for Turkey guy to come back, let's watch down here at 7 o'clock again. This guy kind of looks like me too. Boom. That's probably what I would do. I would probably catch him high up there. Fight. And he's working towards his side of the elbow pad. I don't close my arm up that much as he does. Like I said, you can't see where I'm pointing. The cursor. I can't close up as much like that, like Prudnik does, but I wonder if, you know what, Matt Mask would lock up like that, and you'd hit, and you'd just bounce off him. And in order to bring Matt Mask down, you just had to push, and you're just pushing. It was like a rusty bolt that's just going to fight you every step of the way, and you just had to grind through it and see. It's like they can hold that position and you can bounce off them. But if you really step it up and make it a long, long eccentric motion on them and concentric on you, you know, he wasn't able to hold his breath that long, I think. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get in this position with Prudnik and just keep going, keep going, keep going, just maximum effort. And it'll be slow and grinding. I'm glad I'm deadlifting. I am glad I'm pushing my deadlift numbers up. All right. Those of you at home, do you have any questions? No, I don't think I'm going to be faster off start. I'm not going to set up square to the table like that. I'm going to twist around like he does. That's one thing Tsonev does do, is he starts all twisted up. And I'm going to make sure my shoulder is in line through the hands to his. If we drop down in that wrist to wrist, him on his bicep stuff, I'm going to realize that's dangerous deep water for me. So I'm not going to want to stand there. I'm going to try to either pull that back up and go again. Hopefully pull it up, float the elbow, and come over. Because unless, let's watch this 6 o'clock match. I just thought of something. Tsonev, I got to figure out how to pronounce his name. Tsonev does not look like he smashes people. Once the match stops, he goes into low gear. So he pulls like Chafee and Simplinkov does. He's just a low gear grinding it out, which means as long as you keep the pressure on him, you've got time to readjust and stuff. You're not going to be worried about getting ripped from winning to losing all at once. So this will be a test of making sure you keep your geometry right and have the ability to hold your breath for a real long time. So let's watch this again. So he stops. Tsonev's on his bicep. He fights, and towards the end, when he gets close, he's bumping. But he's not trying to bump to smash all the way to the pin pad. He's just trying to bump to get out of danger. See there? He fights to get back up into his locking position. So it doesn't even look like he's trying to rip this guy all the way to all the way to winning. Looks like he's actually he's going all python on him. He's just squeezing that mouse until that mouse just gives up. So he's just, because he gets in that spot and he rests. It's like he's got a dwell spot right there where he can just hold for a long time. Almost as if he goes home and grabs a big heavy dumbbell and just holds it in that position, that losing position. Let's see how let's watch this match again. Because this guy gets deep into that press. Let's see if he readjusts when he sees that he's getting pulled out of it. Because Prudnik doesn't get pulled out of it. Turkey guy doesn't get pulled out of it. But let's watch this guy. So he's deep in. He's in good position. So when Tsonev starts pulling him out, what do I do? This is me. What do I do here and I start getting pulled out? It looks like I'm twisted in. I'm pushing through the shoulder. I'm deep on top of that guy. I can't believe that's even legal in most leagues. That ref doesn't think it is. He's just wore out. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Another loose cannon gone like this one. No sense. I'm still laughing like hell. And wrists are curled in. Wrists are curled in. Don't start. Don't start it. Don't start it. He's cupped. He's curled in. He's curled in. Don't start him. Tapping his wrist ain't straightening it. Oh, look at that. He got away. So evidently, with her, you can start with your wrist curled in. All right, let's watch this. He's in a good position. There should be no way I lose from here. Tsonev goes, hold my beer. Watch this. I'm going to just remove a couple of bolts and I'm going to take the whole door off your car. Instead of breaking the window, I'm just removing the whole door. I'm taking your car. Stealing your bitchin' Camaro. All right. They grind it out. This guy's not trying to win anymore either. You see that? He's also just breathing on each other. Look at that. It's almost like they're at the prom. Slow dancing, sway into the music. All right, I want to see what this guy does when he starts getting pulled out. Look at that. His hand moves. He doesn't readjust anything. He just lets that hand go. It just keeps twisting that upper arm. See there? He just thinks this guy's playing the waiting game. And I hate the waiting game. I'd rather play Stratego. Wow, the zone of it from the losing position's got incredible endurance. All right. He got locked in. They just pulled his hand. He didn't change his body or anything. He should have, when that hand started moving, he should have kept following it behind. Okay, children, this is what we're going to do. If we get to the winning side, we're not pausing. I'm not going to try to drain this guy. I'm not trying to bleed this guy a bit. Fast pins as soon as I can. Turkey guy, Prudnik. They pretty much know how to do it. Top rolling doesn't work. Not that I do it, but even going backwards, Angabayev proved that. I think you run out of elbow pad with him. I think the tendency is to try to top roll hookers, but if they could reach you and you're all the way at the end of the pad, you necessarily open up. So no back pressure. Tsonev wants to be wrist to wrist, so let's prevent it from going wrist to wrist just because he likes to be there. I think it ends up there, but it might be subtle. But if we're out wrist to wrist, if you just keep trying to make it higher and higher and try to get off this wrist, because his arms are so long, every little bit just makes that leverage on his elbow get worse. Let's see, hit backwards up. Well, no, the answer is always side pressure, and then the follow-up is always more side pressure. Tsonev doesn't look fast, but he doesn't look fast against all these young, really, really fast people. So I bet he's faster than me. So I'm going to line up expecting to lose the hit every single time. And hopefully he just hits into my shoulder. I got enough squeezing his hand, holding that we just drop into that hook where he's comfortable. And if we drop into the zone of rest area, I'm just going to start surging. I'm just going to start hammering on him. Don't give him a chance to start popping back out. Basically just constant relentless pressure, and if the pressure ain't working, then start bumping it. If nothing else, maybe we can start stretching his skeletal system and get a pin even if his muscles don't let it go. All right, children, I think we got a plan. I really wish I did more parallel table wrist wrench work, but I had this was like the third guy I was set up with at East vs. West, and then last month I had a match with the Australian that was unknown, and that was hyped up so bad I was really, really nervous about it. So I was training for a top roller. Now I'm going to pull some Python hook master from Bulgaria. Watching Turkey guy again. Turkey guy just hits through that shoulder. Turkey guy is vicious. Wow. Wonder why Engin didn't sacrifice me to him. It's almost like the witch with Hansel and Gretel. I almost think Engin's feeding me cookies to make me better. Okay, children. Thanks for joining me. I'll get this up, and then hopefully you will see some bigger numbers as I film the last week of my workout. I got like 2 weeks. So I'll film 1 full week of workouts before this goes. Wish me luck. Get on state teams.